Hello everyone, and welcome back to D&D with WhatTeamComp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru, and I am back once again, with my good friends. We have Paris, who is playing our Azmar Barbarian, Serenity. We have Kendall, who is playing our half-elf artificer wizard, Artemis. We have Mary, who is playing our human fighter, Fidget. And we have Zark, who is playing our human paladin, Aurelius.
I'm currently drinking an iced coffee. Let's do this.
Magnificent. All right. That should be that. Hopefully I remember all the thing. I will remember all the thing. Whether it... Oh, wait, no. I have to click the thing. Right. Good. So, when we last left off, you all had made your way out of Molten Hold after tenuous and existential therapy that was needed. However, along the way, as was eventually going to happen, you came across a small village that seemed to be overlooking a set of ruins. These ruins were the site of a dead gnoll, a couple of guards scattered about, and rumors that an old enemy had been in the ruins and had taken something that made Aurelius decide perhaps you all should sneak in. It shouldn't be that hard, just sneak in, see what he was looking for. As you guys eventually were able to do so, you guys began going up a set of stairs off to one of the sides. But as you were doing so, you eventually began to hear the barking and chittering of creatures coming up the stairs behind you. Yeah. Oh. That's the wrong one. Yeah. The other one was something I was working on. Don't worry about it. And I believe I clicked this. Place yourselves on the map. You guys will be right about in this area. Yeah.
Last I remember,
I was in back.
Okay, if you want to explain it, go ahead.
Well,
I remember
where all of you were. That's why I was about to explain it. But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
From memory, I was back. So which way's downstairs for a start?
To the right.
Right?
Yeah,
okay, then I would have been...
Let Artemis finish. Go ahead.
Artemis was near the front, and then I think Serenity was behind her, and then... Fidget and, Aurelius. As far as what was closer to the, stuff that was coming to attack us.
Wasn't there a body?
Most likely the hyenas.
Yeah, there's a body. Artemis is closer to the body.
Yes.
Okay.
You put that on the body. Somebody once told me there was a day.
No!
You're gonna kill me. I ain't the thinnest man in the grove.
I mean, you're the thinnest guy in the group because you're the only guy. No, wait, no, we have to work this route.
So I'll be putting him on the map in a second. I need to move this to the correct layer. Token.
Also, if y'all hear me eating, I apologize.
Yeah.
I do not, because food is
Oh,
important.
thank God.
All right.
I have Hershey's Kisses, and I just let them melt rather than chew through them.
I mean, everybody got to eat. How the fuck did it pull up all of these? Sorry, I typed in hyena just in case I could pull up something, and it's just giving me maps. How did you mess up this badly, Roll20?
My favorite map, the hyena map.
The hyena map.
Right, everyone? It's been a while. Roll initiative.
Yeah, let's go! Gonna roll failed my initiative so hard.
I believe in you.
Why? Why that phrasing?
Let's go! I'm excited!
He's so excited, and I just can't hide it.
Okay.
Wait, how do you get 19.8?
The 0.8 is something added as a tiebreaker. It's based off the dexterity.
Isn't the sheep me?
No, that's Serenity.
No, this is me. I didn't have an icon, so he's like, she likes sheep. Let's use this.
Correct.
So I'm just the person. Like the blank person?
The blank person is Velinor. Where are you?
Okay. Oh.
You have to put yourself on the map.
Did you
Yeah,
drag and
I
drop
didn't-
yourself?
I hadn't done that. I thought you'd done it.
I have not.
My bad.
You're fine. Green for druid.
I'm gonna be, blue. I don't know how I do that though.
Brady!
I blue now.
You are blue dabba dee dabba die.
And I'm also sneaky.
Okay, now we all know that's a lie.
Beautiful! Velinor was not prepared for this in the slightest. We are missing. And we're also missing.
Honestly, I kind of want to represent Aurelius as a wolf now.
That goes without saying, yes.
Like, everyone else is, like, animals.
Not
Because I don't have a
everyone.
profile picture.
Yeah, they just haven't picked a profile picture.
Yeah, well, I just found mine on Google Images. Free use.
Stop
Yeah,
trying to
me
tell us
too.
about Aurelius' persona.
Bro, it's literally because he had a wolf when he was a kid.
Let him live.
Furry.
I wasn't expecting the immediate heel turn kick in the side. Oh, great.
Buys everyone in this group.
You love us.
You're one of us! Don't start!
I hope you guys know that I'm being a sassy little bitch.
That's you on the daily.
You're...
Okay, I don't want to, like, cause any problems from me being a sassy.
No, hon, you're fine.
No, we love it.
You are part of this. You are part of this smorgasbord of ice cream sundae that is weird.
Ice cream sundae? Bro, I thought it was a fucking, like, milkshake of cursed items.
Hey Moss, you with us?
Oh, fuck up. What kind of fucking touch?
Ta-da.
Cool.
So the first creature that you see coming around the corner is going to be right here.
It's a Richard.
Don't worry,
It's a
it was
Richard.
very low on its initiative. All right, descending order. Starting the initiative is Serenity.
It's very clear. What's the best way to say it? Oh wait, no. Aurelius understands certain things. It's very clear curse in Celestial. Because when you have a fucking foreign language, the first thing you learn is the cuss words.
Yeah.
Alright, awesome. Rage! Excuse me.
Just vaults over Aurelius.
Just jump over.
Literally, I'll let you do that.
No! With my luck, I'll land on the stairs wrong and then it's over.
If you want
Why do
to,
I
you
have
can.
41 health?
Did you not take your long rest like you were supposed to?
You see nothing. You heard nothing. No. not a damn thing. You didn't hear a damn thing. Are you choking on your own face?
Shut up. You also heard nothing.
All right, we're agreed.
A 17 will
17 to hit.
definitely hit.
No, don't click that. I got into Raila's mindset. I saw Radiant or Divinity. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to click that. Then it's like, wait a minute, no, that's the wrong one.
So you vault over Aurelius, who just kind of like squats down to let you pass. Kind of wobbles a bit with his new leg as you land in front of this thing, just wham, slam into it, and it kind of bucks and makes like a. That's obviously not your entire turn.
For a few brief moments, she feels genuinely bad, and then it's like that thing was running up to try and fucking eat us. So
And
fuck it.
it looks off. That also does hit. As you're rolling the damage, you notice that there's like teeth growing through its lower jaw.
Oh,
And
you
it's
are
like-
corrupted, motherfucker.
And it's like slobbering, like it can't like fully close its mouth right. And when it opens its mouth, you can see like a second row of teeth on the like inside of its mouth, and its tongue looks like it's like been like jabbed to shit.
This is like the fucking corrupt animals from like the Dark Spawn in Dragon Age. Oh god.
Let's
That's
get
my turn.
move on.
All right, so that
That's-
is your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Aurelius.
How dark is it?
The only
My sword
light
is out,
currently
so
here.
that helps.
How much does the Moonlight Greatsword, Moon Touched, give? Up. Moon. No. There's a dash in between Moon and Touched. Thank you.
15-foot radius.
15,
I had it up.
Got it. So
Yeah, 15.
I'm going to give you an aura. I'm going to give you 2 auras even. Because they are red
Wow.
light, I'll choose red and pink, if I can find pink.
Pink. There.
Because it's a dimmer light.
I know. I just don't like pink.
I know, but I...
Oh,
Make it-
we get
make
it.
it
You're an
purple.
edgelord. You're fine.
Make it purple. Make
Okay,
it purple.
purple. Got it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
God.
So the
It's
better.
the red circle is bright light. The purple is dim light that is radiating from her sword. It
Okay.
actually would be from Serenity's as well, so I'll give you it as well.
But hers isn't red.
No.
Man.
Man. Anyways, what are you doing?
I am going to the toilet. No. Aurelius pulls down his no.
No.
What does this? Does Aurelius recognize what might be happening to the creature from here, or is it just kind of like?
I'd say in the fact that this has jumped immediately into combat, you would need to make a check to do that, but that would be your full action.
Okay.
In which case, that would be a history check. But if you want to look it over after you fight it, I'd say that would be permissible.
Let me think about what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Huh.
Do not harm thyself.
No, my leg
Okay.
is cramped.
Do not be harmed by
Um,
thyself.
Good.
So
Be in pain.
Also, that is... Doesn't change it.
Aurelius, you see, Aurelius return his sword. No, it's a verbal component. He doesn't need to do that. You see, Aurelius looks at this creature,
Mm-hmm.
and he says, "Sit." No, actually, he says, "Flee," as he casts command.
Okay. I will give you this just because you are aware of the usage of your spell. If it doesn't understand your language, it does fail.
Okay, that's what I was actually gonna ask. I'm like, don't you have to share a
shit.
language?
Yes.
And can I undo that?
Yes.
Sorry.
That is why I voiced that, because I know that was
I'm
like this
sorry.
really cool moment, but it's like you as the paladin would know that it would need to share your language.
Okay. In that case, Okay. I will hold off on doing that. Okay, so what Aurelius will do
Mm-hmm.
is, he will... Small part... Damn it, I don't have that component. Never mind. I will instead... God damn it. I wanted to...
Block it!
Yeah.
He's got cool spell
fine.
stuff you wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to do the cool spells, but I'm missing components.
You need to buy
mean, if it's
component
not a-
pouch.
Yeah,
That's what I was figuring.
all I
That
needed
he could
was
have.
small parchment with a bit of holy text on it.
Don't
That was all I needed.
Don't
Wait,
you-
what did Aurelius have?
isn't your holy symbol like your arcane focus as a paladin?
Yes, but he's using components because he wants to be cool like that. Like he's going out and getting the physical thing, and I imagine you would have something like that, book of scripture or the like.
But like you're a paladin, you gotta have a Bible somewhere in that backpack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'll do, Aurelius has a journal.
Mm-hmm.
So Aurelius will, like, quickly... He will fall back slightly behind, Elizabeth and just basically say, cover me. Sorry.
It's okay. They're still getting
Alright.
used to it.
Sorry, I should let you correct him.
No, it's they might
was
not
that
remember
was
the
out of
characters
character.
do.
Yeah,
I know, but yeah, they might not
I-
remember characters do.
So he will move here,
a little cramped in the
Just
space, but
basically-
yeah.
just, like, cover me. And he will, like, kneel down and write in his book what he remembers of the scripture of the god of war.
Of Zoo, yeah.
Yeah. And then he will... Would that be an action? Or is that a free action?
I'll say there'll be an action just for the spectacle of it.
That's what I was figuring, but,
Yeah. That'll work.
Okay, so he does that,
Mm-hmm.
and because I can use the spell I wanted to use as a bonus action,
Hell yeah.
he can, he will move back to Serenity
Okay. You have the movement
and
for it.
cast Shield of Faith on them.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So you slide back and you like quickly pull up pen and you write. It's a very quick bit of scripture from the God of War. It's effectively a scripture basically saying, those who stand behind me, I protect. Those who stand with me, I fight with. Those who stand against me, I destroy. Effectively.
Aurelius kind of more specifically focuses on the phrase, and it's one of his favorite phrases: treat your soldiers as if they were your sons and they will follow you into the depths of the hells.
That's a good one. That would track with this God of War.
Yeah. So he,
Sorry. I just realized what Don said.
so you have +2 bonus to your AC for
God, I'm so sorry.
A minute.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. My apologies.
So long as I concentrate on it.
Magnificent.
And Aurelius says to her, light him up, big girl.
She gets a little bit happy. The moment that you say that last bit, it's kind of like, huh?
Perfect.
No, it's like the process of, I enjoyed that. Why did I enjoy that? What?
Fidget's
Alright.
turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Not wanting to be out of the action and having been itching to fight, she bounces a bit on her feet before running up to stand next to Serenity.
Mm-hmm.
And taking a swing.
Sounds good.
And there is a very obvious grin on her lips that hasn't been there for a while. And that's why. That's wonderful.
Magnificent. That does hit.
A lot of us are too violent.
That's how you
This
make
is
your character.
nothing.
This is why you-
Bitch up!
This is why
Cut
you
the bitch up!
smack him.
Let's
Sorry.
see here. Before I do, let me check something. It's been so long since I've done this shit.
You know I love you. I hope you know this.
And I'm going to make it a goading attack.
Ooh.
DC 15 Wisdom.
Ooh. That is not enough.
Okay, so they disadvantage on anybody but me.
Magnificent. That is 17 points of damage. Nice. Second attack.
Yep. Let's see here.
Oh wait, no, that's
Just 11. Why did you say 17?
no, because you didn't roll your superiority dice.
Oh, that's right. Duh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's the...
Y'all adorable.
Whoa! It just rolled all four. What the fuck?
Oh, damn!
I'll take the first one.
The
Which
old
is,
head of damage.
ironically, the first one, which I was going to say, we're going to take the first one, is a 6. So yes, I was
Yeah,
correct.
we'll do-
17 points of damage.
Okay, so I don't know why that just rolled all of my superiority
That's
die.
terrifying!
Well, then it's considered a crit.
It's a crit, but it's because it's a +0. I don't know how it came to this conclusion.
I don't even know. Okay, and my next
Second
she'll swing
attack.
again. No.
Yep.
D&T Beyond's having a stroke.
13 still hits.
Okay.
This thing does
Good
not
to
have a high
know.
AC.
Good
So how
to
you
know.
doing? It's meant to swarm you. Unfortunately, its homies left it behind.
Another 12.
Magnificent. So you whack and you get it to kind of like flinch, and its eyes keep darting towards you. Clearly you got its attention. Then you slap it again, just be like, hey, yeah, focus. And it's wary of you, but it's still looking between the both of you like, I need a snack. That bonus action, anything?
Nope. That's all I'm gonna do right now.
Artie!
Alright, so Artemis is going to use that phosphorus she pulled out,
Yes.
and she's going to cast Dancing Lights.
Ooh.
And she's going to send those 4 torch-sized lights towards them and the beast,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can see clearly.
All right. Let me get a orb.
Sorry, that just threw
Orb.
me off.
Orb.
Orb.
It's such a happy word.
It's a ball. Just a little ball. That's not working. Let's look up.
And if
bowl.
I could send one right at its face to blind it temporarily, that'd be great. But I understand if I can't.
What's your spell save DC?
General spell save DC?
Yes.
16.
Okay. All right, give me a second. What is the radius of the light?
The radius. Promise. 120 feet.
No, that is the distance you can cast it. For
Oh,
how
that's
much
the
light?
range. Sorry, I swear I can read.
I know you can. Don't worry.
As 10-foot radius.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a really strong yellow. Can I get a softer yellow? That's
Oh,
soft.
the primary colors. Aw.
We're just lighting this thing up.
Here comes the sun. Do 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 do.
That is really what's happening for real.
Just put it on the 4 corners of this thing. As you just shwoom, send it right at it. I am, just for fun. I'll say it has advantage because it is dim light. That is a 13 plus 2. That is not a 16. So it will have disadvantage on all of its attacks.
Nice.
Yes. As it's like, all of a sudden it gets the light in its face as it was looking between the two, eyes wide open, clearly not paying attention to you. As it all of a sudden gets light, it's just like, very upset. Very upset. He's
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's my turn.
all right. As it's making these noises, you hear further sounds from behind it. As Serenity, you hear coming up the stairs behind it are a couple of other creatures, similar to the creature you saw dead outside before with the multiple teeth coming through the lower jaw of gnolls. The one in the lead is going to 5, 10, 9. I need to put
know what a knoll is.
you saw
Yeah,
one
you
dead
know.
outside, so I would say that you at the very least have an idea. 5, 10.
Oh, my eyes are watering. Oh.
As this one lands next to you.
Oh.
This
Can
one
I
jumps
help
onto
you?
its back and pulls out a crossbow.
Oh.
This one lands next to you.
Okay.
That one only could get that far, also pulls out a crossbow.
They came to party.
Yes. Serenity. The one next to you is going to attack you with its teeth. That will definitely miss. That is nowhere near a 20. And then it is going to slash at you with its... it's like a hacksaw looking axe. Like cobbled together with scraps of stuff rather than actual... I'm trying to think of the right word. Like it just beat together stuff until it made something that resembled a hand axe. However, a 16 does miss.
She very clearly says, "Excuse you."
It speaks in a language Aurelius. You hear it as it says, "A new hunt begins."
What language is it?
Abyssal.
I speak Abyssal.
Oh, you understand that. Fidget.
Yes.
It's going to try and bite you. This one's wielding a spear.
Okay.
14.
I'm sorry, what did
Misses.
What is what, Aurelius?
A new hunt. He said a new hunt begins.
Yes.
A new hunt begins, okay.
Jabs you with the spear, and as you're ducking the bite as it went for its head, it kind of slips it in with a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For
I can't interfere, I'm sorry.
8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The one in the
Yikes.
back kind of uses the hyena's backside to give itself a little bit of cover. However, it is going to be firing through, I'm going to say, 3/4 cover to fire at Aurelius. So you do have an increase to your AC due to the cover that the hyena unintentionally is presenting to you. That is a really high to hit, though. Your AC, even with the +5, this is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
Yes, it will, Zark?
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking stuff up.
You're good.
Ooh. Yeah, so it's my AC's 13 for context.
Yes, it would have been
So-
an 18 with the 3/4 cover, but 24 definitely hits, and you take 11 points of piercing damage.
So, which one is the one that's struck me? The one
In the back.
All the way in the back.
back. Okay, so this arrow
Crossbow bolt.
flies. Okay, this bolt suddenly flies and hits Aurelius in the shoulder, left, like the shoulder that he would have had his shield in.
Yes.
I like to imagine.
He has no arm there at the moment to hit. Just hit the shoulder.
Yeah, so it hits his shoulder, and Aurelius is like, I need to get used to that. Pull back. The only way to get out of here is up. We need to fall back. And he looks over to Serenity, and he says, "Spear and shield technique. We'll work our way backwards." That's
Arches her eyebrow, looks at him, looks at the already almost dead hyena. It's like, what?
Eh. Just you
Aurelius
just hear
is-
Fidget go, eh.
so basically, a spear and shield is literally what it sounds like. Someone takes the damage, and then the spear strikes back. Yeah.
Mhm.
he's seeing something like this before, where okay, there's a creature, there's likely to be more coming after this. So like his instincts from when he was in the abyss are actually kicking in right now.
Nice. Artemis. What is your AC?
Wait, sorry, how much damage was that?
11.
11. All right.
Artemis.
Doesn't he have to make a con save?
Oh,
Yes.
He's concentrating.
Yes, but Artemis, what is your AC?
16.
All right, so an 18 does hit.
Mm-hmm.
As
No,
the one on the
Artemis.
knoll, like almost like one hands the crossbow, and then at the last second grabs hold of it, and just Artemis, you just see it, and you're like, oh, wham! 11 points of piercing damage to you.
Oof.
That is their turn, which brings us to the hyena's turn. It has disadvantage on both of its attacks. It's going to try and bite both of you, one at a time, obviously. Let's go Serenity first. Holy snap! That's still a 24 to hit. The other one was a natural 20, so you protected her from that.
wait, did we just leave our orc friend behind?
No, he's here. He's
No,
in
he's
green.
fine.
Rolled a 1.
He was not
He's
prepared.
Oh, okay.
He's got a real low initiative, my dude.
What was that,
Oh,
Artie?
I just saw the.
Kendall?
Hmm?
What was that?
What was I doing?
You were saying something about Bellinor.
Oh, I said he's beside me.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Serenity. You take 15 points of piercing damage, halved to 7. Attack at
Yay!
Fidget. Again, at disadvantage because blinded. That is an 18.
That'll hit.
All right. For you,
I don't know who bit me, but they
13.
got punched in the face.
it's the knoll,
13,
not the knoll, the hyena.
Okay, so 13 points of damage. Okay.
Yes. The hyena rolled the same as Velinor. It just has a higher dex. Speaking of,
Unfortunate.
yes, Velinor sees all that is currently going on. It's just like, were we expecting company? This doesn't feel like we were expecting company.
We were not.
Good to know. Okay.
Ow!
Uh,
You Serena's just looking at it.
Fidget looks over going, look, I'm trying to show that I got hit, okay? Crossbow bolt sticking out of it. No, bite mark. Yeah.
both of those. Velinor, who was not prepared for combat like everyone else, he's not used to combat all the time, is going to use his action to put on his shield and kind of stand in a defensive position near Artemis and kind of look at her and be like, sorry, it wasn't... That's on me.
Sorry for what?
The points to the crossbow bolt in you.
Did you shoot me? She's just gonna give him a slight smile.
He's like, clearly, like, the dial-up noise in his head as we get back to Serenity.
Rebooting, please wait.
If this wasn't such a serious situation, Aurelius would joke about it.
Of course.
Oh god, fuck you. I mean, the hyena is the problem, but also the fucking knoll on top is just begging to get swatted off.
That's up to you.
So, can I fucking just smack him off the hyena?
You can certainly attempt to. I'd say there'll be a shove attack.
I can't remember if I have to roll athletics or roll to hit.
Athletics, I think.
Oh, awesome! Get the fuck off!
Can he beat that? No, he can't.
He can't. Woo!
So you shove him back. And I actually need to make another save for him. That is a 8. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, we went down the stairs!
You just see him pushing. You see him. and as he will take.
I'm like, why is he rolling? He would just be prone, and then I fucking realized what was behind you.
Stairs.
As he takes 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the impacts, as he just and you hear one of the other gnolls, like you see one of the one behind it, look at him, point him, and go. They look to you with this serious look of just.
It's a damn shame when in the middle of combat, your homie looks at you and laughs.
Looks at you, laughs, and then looks back to your enemy like, "I'm gonna eat you. You'll be delicious."
Ain't even giving the courtesy to restrain the laughter. Just pointed, laughed, and went right back to business. All right. I believe shove only takes one
That
of
is
my
one
attacks.
attack. Yes.
Awesome. So the one that's laughing, can I reach him or no?
No, he's on the other side of the giant hyena.
Damn, I was gonna like knock him back down the stairs. All right, I'll hit the hyena then.
Swing.
Swing, swing, swing.
25 does hit.
Hit the bitch.
All right, it
Bam!
is definitely starting to look like it is taken quite a bit of damage and is like kind of shifting back and forth, but it's still got this like bloodshot-eyed, crazed look on its face. Like it's willing to continue fighting. Anything with your bonus action?
I don't think I can do any. I have a fucking migraine now. I don't think I can do anything with my bonus action, so that's the end of my turn.
Okay then.
I don't think
Aurelius.
Hello.
It's you.
So Aurelius is like stepping back, making sure he's maintaining his concentration on Serenity. He puts
Did you
his
make the
sword,
save, by the way?
Which save is that? Is that the con save?
Con save, yes.
Oh no, hold on, let me do that real quick.
Please
Sorry.
and thank you. You're fine.
Yeah. So
You're more than fine. You're great.
For real.
cool. So yeah, in that case, Aurelius is stepping back towards Artemis, and he is going to, let me check something real quick.
Artemis still has a bolt in her shoulder.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll work on that in a second.
She's not worried about it. Her pain tolerance is through the roof.
Especially in her shoulders, I imagine.
So,
Wait, which shoulder was she shot in? The flesh one?
Yes.
I was pretty sure of that.
So, how much HP? You lost 11 as well, eh?
Yeah, I lost 11.
Okay.
Why did you go
so,
Canadian?
so lay on hands on Artemis. I imagine he also pulls out the bolt before he does this, but like.
So you step
No,
back
leave it in.
to
It's
her.
fine.
Right.
Yeah. No, he pushes it through because that's the best way to get rid of the bolt.
Ah,
Well, if it's not fully in and out anyway.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
If it's
Thankfully.
just straight through, then you just break it and pull both out either side.
If
Either
y'all keep
way.
debating about this, she's gonna yank it out.
Look, either way, like, healed up, full health again. Do I have anything I can do as a bonus action? No,
Also,
I
I
cannot.
manage.
The only thing I can do as a bonus action, really, is just to continue my, like, because what would happen is I'd lose concentration on the Shield of Faith. So, yeah, Aurelius is just gonna heal her up, and he's looking at the orc, and he says, "Protect her as best you can."
Right.
Shields up.
Yep. He pulls up his shield. Like, yeah, that was the plan. Right. Fidget.
Sounds so
Okay. Let's see here.
Aurelius, you get the
She's-
impression. Sorry, real quick. Aurelius, you get the impression that while he's been in a lot of medical situations, combat, not so much.
Okay, so Aurelius is
For next turn. So now you know that.
just while I'm thinking about it, would Aurelius still have his dagger or spear, or would that have been taken as with the other stuff?
It wasn't shiny, so it wasn't taken. By the way, Velinor does have a spear in his hand. It's like
Okay.
shaking back and forth between all of the different threats and kind of like, with the
So,
realization of one of them is bad.
All right, let's go,
But
Fidget.
yes, fidget turn.
Okay. Fidget is going to take her first swing at the knoll right in front of her.
Gotcha. 15 will hit. It's wearing like this patchwork of different armors that look like they were like salvaged and then like almost bolted onto it. It's pretty gnarly looking, but 8 points of slashing
Yikes.
damage. Nice.
The old
Okay.
staple gun.
And in the same movement, she's going to, instead of go right back to the knoll, she's going to do her other one at the hyena.
Gotcha. That'll hit.
Okay.
All right. So you swing
And-
into it, and you just like hit it in the side of the face, like part where the jaw is. Do you want to do like a fatality on this thing? Because that is in the
Sure.
front. So you
Yeah.
hit it, and as you're doing so, you kind of like cut through its jaw, like where its mouth opens, so that its jaw like kind of hangs open a little bit. As you do so, you just kind of twist your arm and just shove it through the back of its neck, through the back of its head, pull it out, and watch it goes. As it goes down.
Yeah, Fidget just kind of stands there for a second looking at it, kind of going, oh, that was quicker than expected. And for her bonus action, she's going to second wind.
Sounds like a plan. Roll that second wind.
I got 8 points back. Okay.
Hell yeah. Artie, you're up.
Artemis is going to, can she, redirect those, dancing lights, like, to the knolls?
Yeah, you can kind of like push them around to try and do the same sort of thing. They are more aware of them, so they are like trying to like swat at them and kind of like trying not to look directly at them. They are still dim lights, so it wouldn't have changed their advantage on. I imagine you're trying to blind them again.
So, can I do something?
Yes.
There are 4 of them. Can I
Yes.
combine them into 2 lights that are brighter than the dim lights? And direct them into 2 of the gnolls' faces? Because according to the thing, I can combine them into 1 medium humanoid shape. I just
Right.
want to know if I can make them into 2 bright
Small.
lights.
To 2 small ones. Each light gives off a 10-foot radius light. Doesn't say anything about how much it is when it combines. I would say that it's additive. I'd say that'd be funny. So I will... Not you. You're still on the field. Because body. You're also not who I'm trying to get. Let me touch the light. Delete.
I think you're supposed to stay away from that, Don.
But the
I can
spell
help
save
it.
DC is 16.
Move it back. Wah. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. 1 second here.
Yes, I know my
found
PC
you.
battery is low.
Not you. Increasing the light power. Maximum overdrive. So, 2 of them. That is only a 12. So the one in front of Fidget is currently suffering from blindness. That, holy fuck, that really low rolls. Both of them are currently suffering from the blinded condition.
It's my turn.
You didn't want to do anything with your action? Moving them is a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Let me look. Yeah, I'm chill.
You chill?
Yeah, I think everyone else got it.
Okay. All right. 2 blinded gnolls. 12 will definitely miss Fidget. As will a 15. A natural 1 will definitely miss Serenity. As will an 11. The one at the bottom of the stairs. 10, 20.
Enjoy the climb, fucker!
Nope, he can't go that high. He can go only that high because half his movement is to stand up.
Enjoy the climb, fucker!
You say that, and he fidgets with something at his belt, and he pulls out what appears to be like a sling, and you hear a... He's going to
Look, I'm waiting for him to shoot me.
He does not have a... He does not have a crossbow like the others. He has a sling. As he whips it around and chucks it at you, that is a 21 to hit.
I'd also like to point out, this is not her saying that. She's got more tact. I, however, am a little goblin.
Yes, well, your little goblin is going to be taking some damage. 4 halved to 2. As it points to you and goes...
I'll give you something to laugh at, you fucker!
He swings it again, misses. 14.
She flips him off. She's
one,
feeling petty.
Yep, the one behind the dead giant hyena kind of shifts a bit and kind of uses the hyena's body as almost like a mount, a stand, if you will. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is going to shoot at Velinor.
What a bean! He's the only one who hasn't done anything.
You see him shoot, and you see Velinor go, ha! And he holds up his shield, and you see as he slowly looks at it like, oh no.
There you go. Keep it up. Keep it up.
You got it. As you then,
You got this.
Actually, no, not yet. Giant hyena is currently off the initiative. Velinor's like, okay, yeah, totally, I've totally got this. He's going to take the dodge action. Kind of looks between you all like, are we moving up the stairs or we got this? As he finishes saying that, you hear a faint like echoing laughter and snarling from down the stairs as you can hear more beginning to make their way up.
Up we go!
Yeah, as I was saying, we need to go up.
Serenity, it is back to your turn.
Alright, I'm going to basically move and position myself in a way where once others have started moving, I'll move with them. Basically just holding up the back line to keep them the fuck away.
Right, so you're moving back to where the line is currently and not like pushing past like, make way! You're like trying to like hold the line, spear and shield.
Yeah.
Alright, so move yourself back 15 or 10, however much you want to move. I did a different path and I realized you could make it in 10 feet. Oh, you move right there. Got it. So you move right there.
And I'll hold an action to swing should someone come into, like, my space.
Gotcha. Aurelius?
Aurelius, is going to pull his knife from where he is.
Mm-hmm.
And try to... Obviously, he's not as good as throwing knives as, say, like...
Others?
Yeah, but he's gonna try aiming for the one... I'm trying to ping it, but...
I see him.
I think, yeah. He's gonna try throw it there.
You have advantage on the attack roll because he is blinded.
I was gonna argue that because maybe he's...
Nope, that's how that works.
Elevated. And he has the high ground.
You have the high ground. It's blinded. You have advantage.
Nice. So he, I like the idea, and this is just for fun, that he's using a technique that Fidget taught him.
Hey!
Aww.
Hey!
And it
that
works.
will hit, yes.
Oh
Nice!
And, that is a total of
9 damage. Not bad at all. As you just kind of like flick it in a way that you're like, whew, and you're able to like overhand it in. Actually, no, it would be overhand or underhand, Fidget? I'll let you decide.
It would be overhand.
So you're taking you overhand it in a way that lets you just slam it into the creature's shoulders. Goes, ah!
Like that?
My man.
Yes, like that. Good job.
Do you stay where you are, or do you back up?
Aurelius will take out his spear and stand his ground, like positioning himself next to Serenity. Again, literally shield and spear, except
Right.
Serenity is the shield.
Gotcha. So you're staying there?
Mm-hmm.
Second attack?
Until these guys fall back. Second attack.
Yes.
I will ready an action for if something approaches and attacks Serenity to use the spear to strike.
All out for one attack, of course.
One attack. Yeah, fair. And oh wait, I have Sentinel. What the fuck? Never mind. I'll just
I love that realization.
I have Sentinel. I'm gonna do that anyway. Like,
So, yeah, you have a
So,
second attack
I-
you can attack now, and if they attack, you can be like, okay, if they're within 5 feet of me and them, whack.
okay, since I haven't used my movement,
Mm-hmm.
and I have what 30 feet of movement.
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna, and this the way he's doing this actually feels more paladin.
Mm-hmm.
So he moves forward, letting out a little war cry as he attempts to, like, shank the guy he just threw the knife at,
Yeah.
and I will roll to see if it's successful or not. Crit.
Nice.
It's D6 if it's one-handed, yeah?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, crit damage,
It usually sends both anyways, but yeah.
that's a 10.
Why did it roll 2d6?
What he did
Did I-
spear.
Oh, no.
Yeah, crit.
It rolled 2d6 because two-handed?
Crit.
Oh, crit,
Crit.
right. Brain
Yeah.
fell out of my head.
Yeah,
So,
so-
I
Is that
rolled
what I
10 damage.
So what he does is he almost does like a Spartan style leap
Hell yeah.
as he like lets out this war cry. It goes into the guy. For flavor, what I'll do is I'll say that he's actually pushing the dagger further into the thing's shoulder
All right.
as he's doing it, and then he will fall back behind Serenity, like, or next to Serenity rather,
Okay,
so that if she gets struck, he can use his spear to go stabby stab.
gotcha.
So- I have an idea, but y'all will need to back up.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
Say that?
Yeah.
It is going to make an opportunity attack at disadvantage. Don't worry about it. It missed. So you,
Yeah.
action, move back, which brings us to Fidget. So
Okay.
you do hear that from Artemis, that she has an idea, but she needs you to move back.
Oh, that was the plan anyways. She's gonna move back next to Villanor.
Yes.
Right there. And in doing so, she's gonna switch her sword to her offhand, pull out her hand axe,
Hell
and
yeah.
chuck it at the one that was in front of her.
Gotcha. Yeah, it swung at you and just was like, it hit the wall and kind of like did a thing where like put its hand against the wall, like, what the fuck? That is with advantage, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yes,
let's
because
see
it
if
is
I get a
blind.
crit
Just to see.
on it. So let me try it again. Nope, that one was the good one.
25 does hit, though.
Okay.
For 11
Max damage on that.
Heck yeah. Second attack?
As it comes flying back into her hand, she's gonna do it again. And it's with advantage, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
All I can hear is the Goofy video. I'll do it
Nat
again.
fucking 20.
Hell yeah! Just right between the eyes. Roll damage.
Crit damage.
Hell yeah!
I love this.
13.
So you spin it and it like cleaves it like right between the eyes. You see it the way that it sinks in as its eyes like do the thing where it goes cross-eyed and then goes the other complete opposite directions as its tongue kind of like lolls out like comedy style for half a second before it like leans forward like it's getting ready to like lunge at you. Takes like a half step and just whoosh, right onto the stairs.
As she's getting her axe back in her hand, she kind of spins it a bit, going, "Thanks for the inspiration, Aurelius."
All right.
And puts the axe back on her hip.
Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have a plan. Reveal.
I have
your
a plan.
intentions.
Okay. So, Artemis is going to come forward. And, she is going to, kind of... You see a pouch in her hand that is, like, tightly wrapped but not tied. She's gonna lob it at the body of the hyena.
All right. So it's just like an underhand little toss that's needed to get it. And do you loosely tie it so that it would spread some of it when it hit?
Yes.
So it's just and you see this powder start coming out of it, kind of getting mangled into some. It's like its hair is very mangy and got enough points that once it like gets into it, it's just like caught very quickly. Also, there's,
And
like, a bonus
I am
action
going
on
to
the hit.
cast...
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Firebolt on it.
I'll say with advantage because it's covering a part of it.
Whoa.
I imagine right before you do it, you just hear Serenity go, "Dove, what are you oh."
Attack roll, please.
Oh. Why does it keep doing this to me?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me
Sorry,
check.
hold on a sec. Jesus Christ, why does it do this?
Hold on.
I can't
I'm
read
checking.
that.
Da-da-da-da. Attack. Got it. It didn't have
Cool.
the check mark for the attack roll. We're not worried about damage. We're worried about the hit.
23.
Absolutely will hit. So you watch as you're like, "Love, what are you doing?" Just hits it. And let me just correct this real quick. Give me the corner. Give me the give
No.
it.
No.
As
He's my
the corpse begins to crackle and burn as the one that was like mounting on it like looked at the powder like, what the fuck? I'm actually going to make a dex save for him to see if any of the powder got on him. That is a failure on the
Like
dex save. Let's see
phosphorus.
if any of it got on. He was able to pull back before the fire spread and caught onto him, but he does have some of it on him, looking between the two just with the realization of, oh, this shit's bad. Oh, I don't want to touch the fire. Ah, got it. As the fire crackles and swells and just completely cuts him off from the rest, as well as makes a very difficult terrain for anyone trying to get through it without getting some heat on them. The one beside it is just still blinded, looking around like with this look of, what am I missing? What? Why is it suddenly so hot? Are you moving back?
Yes, I'm moving back.
All right, back up.
All right, we need to run now. We should run upstairs.
Are you gonna move the rest of your
Noted.
movement up? 'Cause I don't think you only moved 20 feet so far, so you have 10 feet of extra movement.
So, there.
Yep.
Cool.
As you get there, you almost trip over the body that was on the stairs. You do note that there's a few bits and pieces to it that look off, as in you don't recognize any of them. Just as is a passive perception sort of thing that you notice on the ground. The Noel's
Can
turn.
I do an active perception?
That will be an
Sorry.
action on your turn.
Okay.
Noel is going to still see if he's blinded still. Yeah, he's still swinging around. Like now that there's fire and whatnot, he's swinging around thinking he's still under attack, still blinded, still. Where? I'll find you. Yes, good hunt. Yes. The one behind is going to take a shot at... There's 4 people it can kind of see. 1, 2, 3 is Aurelius with disadvantage because of the fire. Good thing too, it prevented a natural 20, but that is a 22 to hit. This
That
guy's
will
a crack
definitely
shot.
hit.
Yeah, this guy's a crack
I need
shot.
to roll a con, don't I?
Yes.
Mhm.
Just has to beat a DC 10. He only deals 6 points of piercing damage. You're fine. It's still up. 6 points of
Cool.
piercing damage to you. As you hear him, the other one come up to like, in Abyssal, just like, are they running? The chase begins. And you hear others coming up behind them. You can't see any of them because of the fire and because, well, it's around the corner. But you hear that there are others coming, and they sound like they're almost a mindless stampede almost to this point. Probably going to just run over this body if and when they get here. The time to back up is now. Velinor is going to do just that. He's not going to back up all the way. Actually, no, he's going to back up here. 5, 10, 15. He's going to note you looking, Artemis, and he's going to be like, you need me to... Points to the body.
What do you mean?
Look it over or grab it or something. I don't know. You got that look in your eye.
I'm just... Yeah, I'd like to look at it.
He is going to use his action to perceive. 13's decent. He will kind of kneel down and like scoop up a what appears to be like a little bauble, and just kind of toss it to you. It's like I don't know if that's anything of note, but you might want to stand behind the shield. They're still shooting. Please.
Okay.
I don't want to see you stabbed. Serenity.
I'm fine.
Serenity.
So many thoughts all at once. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, however. Moving back. Well, actually.
Backing up.
You know, 'cause they already-
Backing
Backing
up.
up!
Did you
Give me
attack
real
on your...
backing up!
Did you attack last turn?
I don't think so. So the rage has ended, unfortunately.
Yep, but you are backing up and you're keeping yourself bodily present, as it were. Alright. Anything you're doing with your action?
Still prepping to swing in case they get close.
Gotcha. Alright. Keeping your
I
turn there.
feel like when she goes back to normal, you can very clearly hear her go, "Oh fuck! I don't do well in long combat."
Alright. That your turn?
Yep.
Aurelius.
Mm-hmm. Aurelius is going to fall back.
Okay.
With... And just assume he's moving with Serenity as he's doing.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Go ahead and back up.
Yep. And, he's... You see him very much in a defensive spearman stance. It's not the perfect stance, but it's a solid enough stance. And he looks at Fidget and says, cover me, as he returns the spear to his back.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to heal up using lay on hands.
Alright.
60.
Got it. Sorry.
Wait, what 77 takes? 77. He's gonna heal up 17 to get back to full health. And that's an action.
Sorry, Kendall. I saw your message. I moved the lights 20 feet, because you moved them 20 feet on your turns.
And I just need to check something. No, I can't. Alright. So, yeah, basically, he's ready to to strike if anything gets close to the party.
Gotcha. So you basically like kind of
Wait.
jabbed the spear into the ground, put a hand on your chest, took a deep breath as you kind of let your wound just kind of stitch back up before grabbing the spear again before it fell fully, so you can be in a ready stance.
Yeah, effectively. And as this is happening, this is very much a situation where he's thinking about the phalanx formation and the fact that in such a corridor, with so many enemies, you don't need to. You can just like rapidly stab because no matter what you do, you're gonna hit something at this point.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
like accuracy doesn't matter
Right.
at this point. So basically, so long as we can defend and move our way backwards up, we should be okay. And he
Alright.
he
Yep.
says that
Gotcha.
Fidget's
out
turn.
loud.
Fidget's turn. Got it.
Okay.
So you say
Fidget.
that. Yep.
See here, Fidget. Saying
Fidget.
that we'll just move
There.
kind of right here in between everybody. Sword ready to attack whoever comes and waiting for everybody to keep going up the stairs. She's putting herself between everybody.
Gotcha. No attacks.
No attack, she's holding her action if they get close.
So stab if they get close. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Stab if they get close.
Artie. He's not in the void.
Artie is.
You want to make that perception check?
Yes.
Roll ahead. Ooh, good roll.
28.
Hell yeah. Looking at it, you see they look to be pieces of something, and then looking at the one in your hand, you realize that there are 3 pieces that look like they're supposed to like go together, like a puzzle. And remembering what you heard about, a puzzle implement being stolen, you quickly scooped up the other 2, and you have 3 pieces of some kind of puzzle set.
I'm going to tuck that in my bag,
Yep.
and I'm going to continue moving.
With the 28, you know that that's the only real thing of value that you were able to find.
Cool.
Run up 30 feet.
I swear to you, I thought you said yip yip. I'm like, why are we talking to Appa right now?
Shh. You don't know me.
Alright, up you go. Alright, and that is your turn?
Yes.
Right. No longer blinded, it looks at you, Fidget, snarls, and is going to attempt to run up on you. You do get your attacks.
Okay. First one will be with her sword. Make sure I click the right thing.
That will hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, so it runs up, and as it's like trying to leap up the stairs, you're like, I have the high ground. Just gotta bend my knees and kind of thrust. And as you do so, you feel its like mouth almost brush your shoulder as you kind of quickly shove up, and you hear it go. And you shove it back as it kind of stumbles off your sword and goes. No longer active.
Okay. And
As
she's
it
just gonna
jumped
look
onto
behind
your
her and go, run!
All right. You can hear the other entities, the other creatures moving up the stairs as you can hear one of them still taking shots at you. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
This one does not
But
like
they're having a
your
hard
rays.
time because there's a thing on fire in front of them.
Yep. Aurelius, 17 to hit. Aurelius. Gotcha. That is 8 points of piercing damage, by the way. And
Zark
you
can
can
take
hear...
your beauty.
What?
Is he muted? Is he
No,
speaking?
he was just rolling.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
shouldn't heal right now. I have the perfect amount of hit points.
Ha, perfect.
Are you at 59?
But he gets shot, and you hear muttering just like, "This is why I said we need bows. We need bows, not crossbows. This is stupid." And you hear him reloading.
Aurelius says in Abyssal, I doubt you could use it.
I get out. You can use these nuts. You get the.
Why don't I come over there and cut them off?
Come on
No,
over
no,
here,
no,
then.
no, no, no.
No.
Yeah, he's saying it in Abyssal.
Yes, but Serenity knows Abyssal.
No, but when Serenity starts going no, Fidget just kind of turns and looks. No, whatever you said, no.
I said I was gonna cut off his balls.
No, up the stairs.
The fuck does no sound like an abyssal?
All right, so you guys are moving backwards.
Okay.
To expedite on this very slightly, one of my other groups had this thing of how many opponents effectively just meat that threw themselves at y'all, or that us rather, that we were able to take down. Because there's a number of them that are still running up the stairs. I'd like for everyone to roll me what their hit dice is. So D10s, D12, and D8.
Just roll one.
Wait,
Roll one. You're not in your
what's my
con,
hit dice?
so you roll a D10.
D10.
Yes.
That's why you said 2d10s because of me.
Yes.
Does
two
Does
D10s.
that mean I roll a d4?
You roll a D8 because you're not supposed to have a D4. It doesn't like artificers for some reason because it's mean, or because is it doing? It reset itself. There we go. I fixed it for you.
Can we? Everyone's getting twos.
Magnificent.
I thought you said Meg. I'm like, what did I do?
2, 3.
It's like I got a 3.
Alright, so as you guys back up, 9 more are able to breach the flames and get up to you. But with you guys having that phalanx kind of formation, you're able to shove back 9 of them. Just kill them and push them back as you guys keep backing away. Again, this is, you guys all holding your actions, just wham! All at once. Just keeping them from getting close to the back line with Artemis helping support in the back. So,
You can.
go ahead.
In the fighting, you can almost see Aurelius turning into a different person entirely. There's something in his eye that suggests that this isn't the first time he's done something like this, and it's bringing back memories. And he's holding back a little bit of a panic attack.
It's my first time dealing with gnolls, and I have to say, I'm not impressed.
You keep backing
In
away.
Abyssal, yes.
Of
He's
course.
insulting them to their face.
You keep backing away. Granted, they can't hear you because most of them are dead. Well, the ones who got up to you. But as you get back, there's a set of double doors that you're able to have 2 of you quickly grab and push closed. And there's a big latch that you're able to just kind of slam down, prevent them from breaching in. But you hear them like doof, 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 of clear attempts at getting in, but also clear failures to do so.
Is there anything else that Aurelius could find that could fortify it in the area?
There's like a toppled over shelf, and actually, let me give you that other map that I had started showing you. That was not meant to be seen. Everyone, put yourself on the bottom of the map.
Bottom.
Bottom.
Are we bottoms now?
You're all bottom.
No.
Apparently.
I mean, I'm switched, so I was already half bottom anyway.
You half-blood.
Stop picking me. I'm trying to stop picking.
The ping shall be heard through all of eternity.
Now all of China knows you're here.
Eh,
China knows you're cringe.
I don't hide that I'm cringe.
Perfect.
Shit.
What did
I
you
pressed the
do?
wrong button.
Eleanor.
How are you pinging anyway?
You click and hold.
I kept clicking on my character, so I just kept pinging my. This is where Fidget is. This is where Fidget is.
Light the torch. Alert the enemies.
I don't think we need to light any more fires to alert them of our presence.
Well,
Need a
I
light.
mean, we could light more.
It could be more on fire.
Could be
So,
more fire.
so yeah, as we
Yeah.
come in, Aurelius, like, should I roll perception to see how quickly he does it? Like, he's gonna do it regardless. but-
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
I like rolling things.
I understand. People like rolling things. Rolling
Sounded
things
like
is
a little
fun.
goblin.
Are
Can
you
I give
saying
him
yes?
advantage with the
I would say yes.
Can I roll
Ooh.
perception?
Yes, you may.
Wait, do I get advantage or is
No,
they just
she
rolling
rolls.
separate? Okay.
You rolled
I'll
before
give
she
you
could give you advantage.
That's 29.
You can
Holy
see.
sweet Mary, Mother of God!
You see that there's a number of like bookcases. Most of them look to have been aged over time, but still usable in giving a bit of fortification.
And this other stuff we're seeing?
There's large chairs that look to have been broken, and bits of it look to be scattered. These things, those look to be slightly crispy manuscripts. The thing in the center looks to be like a fire pit of some sort, but when you look up towards the ceiling, there's no smoke damage that would happen for having a fire indoors, and there's no way of ventilation that you can see. And at the other side of the room is what appears to be some kind of pulpit, place to give speeches from, or debates from, or otherwise.
That's what that's called?
Yeah,
A pulpit.
yeah.
Mm.
Also,
That sounds like a
sermons
They
can
have
be
them in,
done from there.
they
as
have
well.
them in churches too.
Yep,
Yeah.
That sounds like a disease and not an object.
It is.
You know what? Fair enough.
An object.
Artemis will relay all of that.
Aurelius will ask Serenity to help him push one of the things in front of the door to fortify it because one arm is difficult to.
She looks at him and she looks like she's gauging something before she just nods her head.
On it. And you see Velinor go over to the one on the left.
Yep. So I guess Aurelius is going to push this one, or
Okay.
try to.
You
Can
tell
I,
us- Yes? Can
I
you?
just wanted to see if I can check out one of the burnt manuscripts.
Okay. You can go over to that. Serenity, you're going to help Aurelius, or are you going to just watch him?
She's gonna help.
Okay, so you help him,
She
I can
was-
make you roll for it.
She was questioning like whether she should just lift it herself, but he wants to do it, so she's going to let him do it.
As you're helping him, you actually realize that it's rather hefty. You're obviously very strong, but there's at least a significant amount of resistance that is causing it to be at least an inconvenience to what you're trying to do.
How much does this thing weigh?
Well, there's still some manners of baubles and books on it, and it's heavy. You don't know what it's made from, but it's heavy. It almost feels like parts of it are made of stone as you're trying to push it.
No. I'm sitting here asking because I'm like, I have not back strength. I have high strength and the brawny feet.
Oh, in which case you're able to move it mostly on your own. You see Velinor just by himself just be like, got it, over, up, here, and move it and just shove it in.
Somebody actually stop for a second to watch this.
Fidget,
Aurelius does as
Fidget.
well.
Fidget, you're in the way.
Yeah.
You're in the
Sorry. Moving. There, better.
way. Yep, hold on.
Sorry.
You're good. It's just,
A bit to the left.
I was a little sore.
that's-
Sorry.
I
Okay.
wish you could see my face just so like I could fully explain how Serenity is looking. Because I'm just sitting here with my mouth slightly ajar just watching this.
Artemis, while they're doing this, would you like to roll an investigation check?
Yes.
Please go ahead and do so.
13.
All right. With the 13, you pick it up and you realize that it's parts of a manuscript. Again, there's charred bits to it, clearly damaged. You're being delicate with it, trying to pull open the pages to get as much as you can. I imagine you will eventually go through and start looking at some of the others as you realize that they're all the same book, but in different amounts of damage. You feel like this is another one of those, if you have enough time, you can kind of put it mostly back together. But at least this time you won't have to transcribe it, as it appears to all be in a unanimous language.
What's the gist I can get of it?
The gist, you're going to probably have some time to go over it. It's Draconic, by the way. The wording on it. Which I do believe is the language you said you could speak.
Is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah, Dwarvish.
No.
Not Draconic.
Oh, you said Draconic.
I meant Dwarvish. They both start with D's. My mind was like, Draconic, that's the D word. Dwarvish is the next one, the next D down.
Oh yeah, that's the D word.
Yeah.
They all
You're not.
speak-
Oh, you don't spoon feed us those jokes.
It's a very big spoon, Paris.
Look, look, they all speak Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Ready to work.
Anyways, it's in Dwarvish. My apologies. With the investigation check, it's going to be slow going. The most basic with a 13 that you can get is that it appears to be some kind of pieces of some kind of either a project or a collaborative event that was supposed to be taking place, and they were all putting together the same events and putting all their notes together, put like a think tank, if you will, where they were all like trying to get their ideas written down and put in one place.
Okay. How many of these can she collect?
All of them.
Awesome.
I will say though, with your passive perception is like 18.
Passive
20.
perception
No,
is 20.
Yes, with 20. When you get behind the pulpit, you also do note that there's like a box underneath the where your feet would stand and such, or where they pull out like stools for the shorter races to stand up and speak and whatnot. I do investigate it.
I would like to.
As this is happening, Aurelius is like making sure that the fortifications will hold, and then after that he's just gonna start patrolling around the room.
Gotcha.
I'm still staring at fucking. His name will always escape me. Help.
Velinor.
Velinor.
Thank you.
Velinor.
He's so openly
Surprised y'all
staring
are
at
letting me
Velinor.
touch things. Give me to roll
You know,
another
we're so
investigation.
used to it. We're
Oh.
so used to it, we don't even pay attention to it now.
I'll give it to you in a second. Don't worry. You look to Velinor. Velinor just kind of like leans against it, like just stays there for a couple of seconds. Seems to unconsciously perceive that you're staring. Glance over, look behind himself, glance back at you, look around. Yeah.
Just points to like the pew that, or not the pew, the fucking
Case.
help.
The
The
bookcase.
what?
The bookcase.
It was a bookcase.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I looked down and there was an Enderman who stared up at me, so I freaked out a little bit.
From
Focus
behind
on the game
Serenity,
you're playing.
from
Yeah.
behind
Focus on the game
Serenity,
you're
you
playing.
just see Fidget giving Velinor 2 thumbs up.
I swear to God,
I mean,
You don't see it?
No. No,
I
you don't.
don't need to see it to say I hate you.
That's out of character. Velinor like looks between the two, kind of like has this like confused, thoughtful look, and then just like kind of past the book. He's like, "It's just stone wood. I mean, what? Am I not
She
supposed?"
gestures to the one behind her that required 2 of them.
You could have moved it on your own, but Aurelius needed the help. So you're aware that it's hefty. Like you were like, yeah, I could do this, but you're aware that Aurelius on his own couldn't.
Yeah, it's the fact that it's that hefty and he just moved it by himself after everything that was him in that combat.
Yeah.
Just because you're strong doesn't mean you know how to fight.
Yeah. Kind of like, again, looks between the two, just like, Did you want some stone wood? I don't think this is... Kind of like taps the side of it. It's kind of old. I imagine we could take like the shelves off, and I mean it would lessen the barricade a bit. But he's gonna ramble for a moment. Yeah.
Velenor, you're gonna make her nose bleed if you keep talking and showing off muscles like that, and she's gonna kind of move away.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Walks.
It's gonna back up while talking.
Why would
she just does like the "I'm watching you" gesture.
When you turn back around, Velenor's like, "Are you in need of medical assistance?"
She's very loud, resounding smack as she fucking smacks her forehead.
He jumps like, "Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself?" While this is going on, Zark, are you doing anything?
Yeah. So as Aurelius is patrolling, he's looking for any ways that anyone could come in or out of this room, and also evidence of if a homeboy was there. But at the moment, he's very much in abyssal watcher mode, like he was when he was in the abyss. So he's literally going through the motions of when he would have done something like this and blocked off the door, and he's going through the motions in his head.
Gotcha. I will say this, just to help you out with what your patrol will see.
Mm-hmm.
The place from the outside looked bigger, and there are no doors out that you can see from this room. But there are markings carved into the walls.
Okay, so once he's done his
first circuit,
he's gonna actually look closer at these markings to see if he recognizes them, and if he doesn't, he'll call over Artemis.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Am I proficient in Arcana?
Yes,
I am.
You are. Then you may roll an Arcana check.
Not proficient enough, apparently.
Oof.
I'll give you what you get in a second. Artemis.
I want to look at the box.
You kind of scurry up, you kind of crouch down, reach in and pull it out, and you kind of peek around, see if everyone else is fine. They look like they're doing fine. They look like they're having a great time. You pull it back, you open the box, and inside the box you can see that there's looks very clerical, like prayer beads and amulets and stuff. Kind of pull some of out, look like they might be a little bit of value, but there is something about them that is unanimous that with your intelligence you'd be able to quickly catch on to. They're all different types of puzzles, except for one, which is more towards the bottom as you pull out what appears to be like a bull face on a medallion.
Would I recognize that?
It would be one of the symbols for the Horned King.
She's gonna kind of hold it up for a moment. Then when she sees the image properly, she's gonna drop it.
Ting, ding, 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 ding.
Do I hear that?
You're on the other side of the room. I'd say it wouldn't quite catch your attention.
Would it
Not
get
to mention
fidgets?
you're occupied.
Yes.
Would it get fidgets?
I'd say it would get your attention, at the very least.
Okay, Fidget's gonna start making her way over.
Before you do, when you're standing next to the little fire bowl, you can see there's a lot of stuff on it, writing in the light that you kind of glance at. You're like, I don't understand any of that. As you're about to move away,
Basically.
you do note that there's something that looks like it is in the fire bowl.
What would I roll to
Athletics check.
investigate it? Athletics?
Yeah, just
okay.
because you have to climb up to peek in.
Athletics check.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, that was nothing.
You kind of look at it, you kind of just give you a little hoop, and you kind of, it has that incline surface that you go, and you can just kind of grab the top and just pull yourself up with one arm. And it's like the normally bad shoulder. And you just pull yourself up. You kind of pause at the top. And I was like, oh, I feel so much better. This is I've missed this.
Kind of just
Looking inside,
Okay.
You see that there's it looks to be different other types of some kind of artifacts of some sort. Do you want to fish any of them out?
Yes, I would.
Roll me a d6.
A D6. Okay.
Yes. And we'll get back to Aurelius after you.
1.
1. Okay. So you kind of look around. You just reach in. It looks to be like this almost this club-like staff, like not fully.
Mm-hmm.
1 second here. Look, and it gets up to a point where it has like this tendrilish form that then goes up into this split body, like this. Like the body is whole, but it gets like towards the neck area, and it has facing 2 directions away from each other. It looks to be two faces. If it's some kind of human, it's a human that has its face like elongated and pulled out. Out of character, looks simian, like an ape or a baboon. Both heads look like that, but they're both facing in opposite directions.
Soon, Fidget is kind of, while inspecting it loud enough so that somebody can hear, go, well, this is interesting.
Everyone can hear that.
While holding the club in her hand.
Yep. Zark, looking it over, the sigils appear to be vaguely familiar, but not in a way that you know what to do with it. You're like, this... It does... You've seen someone use something like this before, but you don't remember exactly what it was meant to do. It's like... You're supposed to have something, and you can walk into the wall, and something's supposed to happen, but you don't know what you need.
But I don't know the specifics, yeah.
Correct.
So, Aurelius, he may not know what this is, but he knows that someone who, like, two brains are better than one.
Mm-hmm.
So he looks over to Artemis and he says, hold on, let me think.
You are not there, by the way. You're probably over... What you put you over here?
Right, over here. So
Yes.
he looks over, and he says, "Oi, trinket."
Yeah, asshole.
Not you, trinket. Points to Artemis.
Oh.
Artemis is like almost like completely hiding behind the pulpit. But when she hears that tone of voice, she's gonna like slowly peek up and kind of squint.
Why is she shrinking?
What did you just call me?
Trinket, because you can make
Why?
things.
She's gonna kind of loll her head side to side and just kind of shrug it. Okay, I guess that makes sense. What do you need?
I need your eyes.
I don't think she can remove those.
That's not. Oh my god.
Hold on a minute. I've got things over here. Hold on a minute.
You'll really want to see this.
Okay, as long as it's not more Demon King bullshit.
I don't know if
Demon
it's
what
Demon
now?
King bullshit.
Wait, what? Are we just gonna ignore that she said Demon King bullshit?
Yes. I'll worry about
Considering
that
what we're
later.
waiting for?
Yeah, I'm very
Considering that this
aware.
whole thing involves the Horned King,
Yeah.
we've been ignoring it the whole time. So, Aurelius, what do you need?
Look at this wall.
Okay. What am
See
I looking
these
at?
runes on it?
Arcana check.
Okay.
So Aurelius will just basically present what he knows of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is he giving me advantage?
Effectively. Do you want to go
21.
see what she's up to? Valinor asks Serenity as you look it over and you realize that it's a door, but there's no physical door handle. You need something to open it up. Basically, it's supposed to connect to other parts of this place, which would imply that with the right way to open it, you could potentially move to other parts of this place just from one door. Multiple places, that is. That is what you get. The type of key would be some kind of implement. It could be anything from something about a stone that would fit into your palm, or some other manner of device ranging from a staff to something effectively non-combative, if you will.
Okay. So,
Do you inform Aurelius of this, and Serenity, and...
I'm sorry, can you repeat all of that? I totally fogged out.
It is effectively a door that, with the right key, could lead to any number of other doors. Not just one, but multiple.
Yeah,
You just
she
need the right kind of
repeats
key.
that.
Yes.
okay. Would Aurelius know what a magical key or ID or key card or a fucking like hole puncher
Mm-hmm.
he would need to?
As I said, the type of key would be dependent upon what was made. It could be anything from like a stone to a staff, or most things effectively just that would not be combative, to avoid them being potentially damaged.
Okay. So in that case, Aurelian's going to take a step out. Divine sense is not detect magic,
It is not.
so that would not work. So he's going to just start looking for anything that seems out of place. That would help, and he'll even say to Artemis, if you have something that can detect magic, now is the time to pull it out.
I think I said this last session, but I don't have that spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aurelius doesn't know that.
Aurelius spaced
Wait,
out on
We
that.
talked about this though.
Yes, but he spaced
We
out
talked
on
about
that.
this in
Right.
character.
Wait,
Sorry.
did Fidget just walked over with the club still in her hand?
Artemis is gonna hold up all the puzzle things she found. She kind of got them cradled in her arms. She kind of waddled over here with them.
Yep. As you look over, you see Fidget walking up with the club thing. It looks vaguely familiar, but you only catch like seeing something held in someone's hand idly. To you specifically? Actually, no. You and Aurelius.
Who is you?
You is Artemis
Okay.
in Fidget's hand.
So we just
Look.
both kind of look over and see Fidget holding this club.
Yep.
Look.
What?
Look down. Squint.
Do you show
In
them?
unison.
She kind of just
Yeah.
held it in her hand, kind of going, "You guys were busy doing other things. That fire pit had some stuff, and this is what I found."
You show it to him.
She holds it out.
All right. Both of you roll a religion or history check with advantage.
I will roll a.
I'll move all religion.
I'll roll history.
20.
That's a stick.
It's worse than that, actually. You look at it, and you get double vision, and vaguely feel like you've seen it before, but when you saw it, there was this other person who saw it. Like you were looking through someone else's eyes, and then you kind of snap back to the moment. You're like, vaguely nauseous. Like there's a bad taste in your mouth.
Fuck, would Aurelius know what that is what is happening? What the fuck?
No.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I
You're
guess
welcome.
I have I need glasses now, guys.
What happened? What did I miss?
He got double vision for a second, and like he'd seen something, but through like he was looking through someone else's eyes before it snapped back to normal. But when it did so, he has like this headache and a bit of nausea to him.
So
All
when-
because of the club that Fidget's holding.
Yep, like
So
I
when
Okay.
Aurelius steps back, he kind of swears in abyssal under his breath, and he's just like,
What do you say?
Fuck.
Okay, just making sure. Artemis. You recognize it a bit more personally. The two faces of justice.
Oh, fun.
Mm-hmm. Referred to
Fuck.
as one of the greater entities. And also known to only not be the ruler, because justice demands that both sides be spoken, and they are always speaking over each other, because in order to find justice, it is for those who are worshipful and under the powers of jurisdiction of justice to mete out such things.
And, question.
Yes.
Would, this, particular god be the one that's called on whenever the marks are delivered? Like the one that's on her mouth?
They tend to be.
Yep, bad memories.
Oh,
Okie
yeah.
dokie.
I will say that, would you have looked up any of the names of these creatures or entities outside of Dunziel? Or would you have tried
Yes.
to avoid them? You would have tried to?
I would have looked for them in order to avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it seems I've been injured.
Do not be injured. You would know it also by this name. I have sent it to you on Discord.
The dramatic
see
way he
it.
said that
Yep.
fills me with fear.
Also,
What was that?
uh, Serenity and Velinor.
You sent it to me.
Yes, I sent it to them. By the way, Serenity and Velinor, when Aurelius says fuck, there's a brief pulse from the wall behind him. It doesn't do anything, but there's like a that quickly peters out.
He probably doesn't see it.
You
He's
don't see
focused
it.
on the
You are
pipe dream.
focused on that, yeah.
Serenity's head tilts. And she's got that look that she typically gets when she's curious about something before she moves
the
over to the
Demogorgon.
wall.
Wait, what?
Say that again.
It's the Demogorgon.
What's the Demogorgon?
Roll a religion check with advantage, Paris.
Would I have heard of anything like that?
That would be a
I just
religion
like
check.
the Fidget gets to, I like the Fidget gets to just stand there completely and utterly confused.
Meanwhile, Artemis is trying to stave off
No.
a panic attack because this is all Danziel gods. Which are actually demons.
Demons, Jim. Again, it's that double vision, hearing things said from a distance as though you're hearing it through someone else's ears before it kind of snaps back. You're like, oh.
Aurelius, actually, should I roll to throw up?
If you want.
I will.
I don't know.
Because if this is like literally affecting him, then I kind of want to add some.
Con save.
Yeah.
I love hearing Dawn going, "Why?" But okay.
It adds some tension and makes it
Flavor.
interesting.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Yep. You're dry heaving, but you're not throwing up.
He does this for a second before like recovering himself a little bit, and he looks over and he said, "What is happening to me?"
Serenity, you and your companion both have heard this name, and you can hear it just in the back of your head. Oh fuck! Shit! Damn! God! Shit! God damn it! God damn it! As you have heard the name of one of the Lords of the Abyss. This is the second one you've heard voiced, fully in name. Third if you count one of the ones spoken earlier. But within 24 hours, 2 of them have been voiced by name. Both
She
by
makes a
artists.
face that is akin to. She makes a face that is akin to like she just like bit into a lemon. It's not great. Why is this paraphernalia here? As I'm asking this, can I inspect the wall that was like glowing?
Yeah, you can look it over.
Well, this is a religious area.
What did
I
you
can only
see?
imagine it was for your worship.
What did you see in those books?
What did I see? I forgot.
In the books, it looked to be like a gathering of information. You didn't roll high enough to get more than that.
It was just a gathering of information.
Do you know what kind of information?
No.
Would I be able to gather from the surroundings?
You can make an assumption.
Yeah. I would assume it's about Great Horned God, Horned King, the 2 faces of justice.
Fidget.
So they are.
Just bring this up. You would recall that the item that you're currently holding, there were a few others that were in the pit, but that was a fire pit.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of fished it out of there, but usually when it comes to religious things, you're not throwing them into a fire unless it's like for sacrifice or something like that. And this is mostly undestroyed. It looks like there's something that like broke off on the bottom, but
Yeah, she'll look back at the pit before looking at everybody going, they were trying to burn it.
If it's associated with the Demogorgon, that would make sense.
You can't simply burn something like that.
Unless it wasn't to destroy it.
That is sometimes done in order to summon things.
I'm gonna have a look. Aurelius,
Are you sure about that? You look very sick.
I'll be fine. I should be immune to sickness, so this is very odd.
Don't push
He
yourself. It
stumbles
might be
over
something that isn't
Stumbles over a
sickness.
chair.
Immune to sickness, says the man who was dry heaving.
Fuck off.
Serenity will put her hand to Aurelius's chest. She's still looking at this wall, so it's kind of like the
he's over there.
backwards hand.
He's
Oh,
over
is he?
there. Yeah, he walked away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he walked away, stumbled over the chair, and
If you're trying to get up to
continued.
the fire pit part of it, make an athletics check with disadvantage. You only have one arm
Yeah.
for this.
Athletics, disadvantage.
Still good.
What do you want? Nice. What do you want me to roll on?
4. Oh, you're looking at the Wall?
Yeah, I've been trying to inspect it for
You're fine. You're not proficient in Arcana. Make
I'm
an
not,
Arcana
but I
roll
am.
regardless.
Watch this that one.
I like the thought process that Aurelius tries to like climb into it, but instead ends up tilting the thing.
No, you're fine. You were able to get up and kind of like hook a foot against the edge of it, kind of pull yourself in a way that you're kind of like balanced on it. Do you reach inside and pick something out?
Can Aurelius just look inside to see what there is?
A lot of it's covered in like ash and other bits of destroyed, long since left behind refuse that looks to have like not molded over or destroyed itself, just covering up what appears to be like little bits of stuff that are still sticking out lightly.
I'll use a pulse of divine sense.
60 feet from you. 60, 60, 60, 60. Up. You feel ping of fiendish energy from the pulpit. 5 from the fire pit. And 1 from over here. And obviously, no, there's nothing over there.
So Aurelius, basically, he will reach in and pull out to see if he recognizes anything when he does.
Roll a d6, re-rolling 1.
D6. 5.
All right. You pull it out, and it looks to be...
It looks to be.
1 second here.
It looks like a robot.
There's a type of art that I'm trying to think of. It looks like it's the like vaguely humanoid on one side, but like dripping, where it's like the fingers like come out like to the first knuckle and then drop like waterfalls into this amorphous, strange form.
Would Aurelius recognize this kind of imagery?
Another religion check with advantage.
Vantage. Wow. 16 total.
Did it add those? Why did it add those?
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
That's not correct. It is 16 total, but it rolled it and added it for some reason. Roll 20. Are you okay?
I think it's on drugs.
It's
But yeah,
not sharing. The drugs.
it's 16.
With a 16, as you're looking it over, you've seen lesser images of this. You haven't encountered this one personally. I always forget how to spell this fucker's name. That's how you do it. I will send you the name so that you can tell the others, so it can be your moment. So I like the moment. You've seen lesser images of this thing and things of this nature. but you recall it with other bits of color. This one looks like it's made of like jade, but looks like it splotched different other colors onto it, as you know it by this name, as I sent it to you.
Dewey Blacks.
If he says it out loud,
He says it out loud in Abyssal, initially.
That it'll sound the same regardless if you say it uncommon and abyssal.
Anyway, so that's what he says.
anything click?
Another religion check from you.
Advantage or straight?
A straight roll for this one.
Why did I have fucking advantage with Demigorgon? That fills me with fear.
Much more well known. This one's less known. You're listening to I don't know, and you even hear from the back of your head just who?
Why are you so useless that you don't know the denizens from your own plane?
It's not. Oh, I will beat your ass. This is the abyss. I am from the hells. We have been over this. There is a distinct difference. Hells, lawful, will follow the rules, but they'll shake you if you disobey them because you're being a little bitch. The abyss, they will shank you because you sneezed funny. Sometimes they'll just be like, I understand, and then they'll push you down the stairs later in the day.
So, despite the current subject matter, Serenity seems to be smiling, so you can assume she's fucking with the Victus.
Aurelius kind of more or less explains that Dewey Blex was a demon lord of oozes. And,
that's as much as you really know.
Yeah. That's about all he can say. And, after this, he looks towards the other area with pings, and he thinking about what Fidget's holding. He's like, okay, so clearly, and he's saying this out loud. Clearly, there's some kind of demon worship going on here.
I figured we already knew that.
Yeah, but this is some kind of ritual, I assume. What for?
Perhaps summoning a lesson?
Lesser demon, perhaps, but why use the energies of demons that are far more powerful? And he's at the
altar, the pulpit.
thing, yeah. And now he's looking to see where the
other
where
ping
he
came from.
remem-
Make an investigation check. While you're doing that, Fidget.
Yes. Oh, go
What?
ahead, Paris.
I'm just making sure. I'm assuming I didn't get anything from the check I made earlier.
With the 12, I did say no. Again, the...
No, not the 12. The
Arcana?
religion you have before the Arcana, yeah.
There's symbols on this that are in Abyssal, but what they mean, what all is going on, you're trying to figure it out. Fidget.
Yes,
Are you hungry?
a little, yeah.
A little? Yeah.
Mhm.
As you're kind of you have the faint of the stomach, the little rumblies.
Pretty
There's
God,
this,
if you try and eat me.
there's this faint, for a moment, and then you hear Trislinium.
Wait, say that again. You said it so softly, I didn't catch it.
Triclinium.
She'll repeat that out loud in a very confused voice.
So you, being the closest person to Serenity, you hear her say this, what the fuck? As you hear dining in Abyssal. You see Fidget, looking around. But as they say that, the wall behind you glows and seems to turn in on itself before getting to a point where it shoots outwards. All the runes fly to make a doorway, and there's a faint ripple that goes across the wall.
Fidget,
Did I? Yeah?
you don't speak Abyssal.
I was just repeating what I heard.
Where did you hear it from?
You watch as she kind of coyly looks down where her locket is.
That's
Can
why
I
he
miss
hates
hear the
that
door?
locket!
Can Artemis see the door?
Yeah, everyone sees it.
Cool, I'm gonna approach it.
Okay. You approach it.
He's standing next to her. The thing that's in that amulet is a demon.
Yes, I'm aware. I've told you this more than
and
once.
I've told you that. But didn't remember the whole
I heard
fight.
Okay, so out of character, I remember hearing fiend, not demon specifically.
Serenity
Yes,
is
the
just doing
fiend.
that.
There's a difference.
Yes, there's a fucking
I-
difference.
All
No,
I
you
know is
told-
that.
Comp, you told us it was a fiend.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, you told us.
I did.
She's specifically demon.
Look,
It's a fiend.
they and I haven't had like the most conversations, so I can't exactly tell you who or what they are. But
No,
I was just repeating what it said. I didn't mean for that to happen.
Never mind, I'll point it out later, because otherwise I'm just... Fuck it. She just moves to the door.
As you move to the door, Fidget.
Yes.
You hear the voice again. This one, though, is not the voice you heard say the word.
Okay.
This is the voice from the locket.
Oh.
As you hear, you recognize the difference, and you kind of pause. You kind of go,
Oh no. Anyone who I don't know if anyone's paying attention to Fidget, but her eyes are gonna get very large and looking slightly pale. What does she hear from the locket?
At some point, I'd prefer they not insult me by calling me one of my lesser kin. I'm not a demon.
You're... Well, what are you then?
Later, I'm having fun watching this.
What? Talk to me. She's saying this all out loud, by the way.
If it's being coy, then you're going to have to wait it out.
No,
The stave. It
Wait, what'd you say?
The stave in your hand. It responds to desires.
She drops the club.
When you do so, the two of you looking at the door see the door just return
Oh!
to normal.
Alrighty then. I'm gonna assume it's not hard to figure out that she dropped the thing, it stopped working.
2 + 2 = 6. Perfect.
What?
Apparently, that thing, and she points to the club, responds to desires, and I don't know what I said.
You said... What did she say? Hunger, if I remember?
Dining.
Dining. Thank you. Something to do with food, it's fine.
Artemis is gonna go pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up.
I
Another 2 seconds.
we haven't eaten in a bit, so I was hungry.
Pull out some bread and hold it out to her.
No, I've got my own stuff. Not in the middle of whatever we're doing, Serenity. Thank you, but I guess.
I would like to point out that if it responds to your desires and it now knows that you're hungry, that could, in some way or form, twist it about and make you see things that you desire. So getting rid of the desire is the next logical step.
Well, then maybe pay attention to the fact that Adi picked up the thing.
What am I going to do to stop her? If I try to, she's going to start yelling at me.
I'll eat later.
While this is going on, by the way, Aurelius, you find the different puzzle necklaces as well as the only not puzzle amulet that is the bull head, which as you look at it close, you realize that it's not a single pair of horns. It's a pair of horns that have a few other horns intertwined into it. So you have that.
Can I make the connection that this is an amulet of the
Horned King?
Yeah.
I'd say you can make the reasonable assumption.
Okay. These puzzles, do they look like how the thing was described by your boy,
No.
Demon Summoner? Okay.
Artie, what is it you desire?
Mhm. Immediately or long term?
Your choice. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear that it responds to desire?
Well, she immediately thinks about her clocks.
You hear that whisper again. Biblioteca.
Yeah.
Do you say it?
Mm-hmm.
You voice it. Once more the runes come together and then snap out, but the color is slightly different. Serenity. She said library.
She looks at.
Out of character, I'm not making this up. I'm using Latin. In case anyone was wondering.
It's fucking beautiful. She looks at Artemis, arches an eyebrow, looks at the rest of the group. The next time I approach an animal that might be dangerous, none of you are allowed to say anything. Because you just both muttered demonic words, not knowing what might happen.
We never stop you from approaching animals because we know we can't stop you to begin with.
You have actively stopped me from approaching animals.
I've told
We've
you not
said
to. I
no.
don't actively stop you.
Like, we could stop you.
We don't we tell you not to keep them. And then you pout.
And that
So
is
stop
the
it.
end of the conversation, usually.
What are you guys arguing about?
Apparently, I spoke. What did I speak?
Does anything
bit
happen after she says that?
Again, the door opened again.
Artemis is gonna approach the door.
You approach it. It's right there.
I'm following her.
She's gonna go through it.
Artemis, wait before you.
Should we go after her?
I already am. She's going through the door.
So two of
Come
you-
on, Aurelius. We're going through the new weird door.
Aurelius will take the amulet with him.
Cool. When you put your hand on the amulet, what is it you desire?
Ironically, Aurelius is very one step at a time
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. So he desires to follow the rest of them.
You hear also the biblioteca.
Aurelius responds, "Why a library?"
You hear nothing else. Do you all follow through the wavy door?
I wait for Aurelius, but yes.
So you wait, and Villanor will follow the two because he's like, these two got it. After when Aurelius, as you're approaching, the door seems to shudder for a second and reset itself.
So it's just Aurelius and I in this room now.
At the moment.
Aurelius kind of narrows his eyes, and he looks back at the fire pit, and he says, "These are all different keys. They respond to our desires, it seems." I wonder. And he just kind of thinks about finding something on the summoner.
Biblioteca.
Aurelius smiles. "We are not wasting our time." And he walks past Fidget with a smile on his face.
The door is closed at the moment, just so you're aware.
Yeah, the door is closed. It's just the two of us
Does
in
he
a room
really
now.
just be like, I'm proud of myself, and just walk into the wall?
He made that his, so no, he says it out loud as
Okay.
he
As he approaches?
walks past, and he actually actively puts the amulet around his
Neck?
wrist.
Oh, wrist, got it.
You fool!
Alright,
And Fidget will follow after Aurelius if the door opens again.
Look,
door opens again.
Aurelius is very careful with any abyssal artifacts, so it's not like he's like doing it in a way where it's because by putting it around his neck, that's more of a bind than putting it around his arm. He can always just cut that off.
True.
Can't cut off his neck.
True.
That's why I'm calling you a fool!
As you say it, you do also hear boom, boom, boom of something hammering at the door. A good time to leave.
They found the ramming!
Either that or they got
Aurelius.
the big boys to come hit it.
Aurelius looks at Fidget and goes, I think it'll take them another 5 minutes. Let's go.
Yeah, lead the way, big guy, lead the way.
The two shadowy boys walk through the door.
Two red lords.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
The
Some
double-edged
big
sword.
men.
One edge, two edge.
One edge is actually just really soft on the inside.
Yeah, well, that's on the inside. Still edgy. But you guys walk in and step out. You look around. You do not see the other two, but you are in a library. Stepping back in time just a moment. Velidor, Artemis, and Serenity. You step out following Artemis, and you are in a library. It's clearly been ravaged. Not by time, but by something that came through here. Something destroying bits and pieces of this. And it looks to be, whatever it was doing so just completely, not at random, but more just systematically. Taking care of everything in its path.
I don't like this. In fact, I decidedly hate it. And where are our allies?
Can I look around?
Yeah. Looking around, there's, even with the destruction that's here, this place is still covered in bits of lettering, words in various different languages. You can recognize some bits of Draconic, but there's Dwarvish, there's...
I don't speak Draconic.
I know you don't speak Draconic, I'm letting you know what you see.
Okay.
There's bits that are written in Celestial, some of that's in Abyssal. There's even some that looks to be written in Elvish. And as you
I'm
just
gonna approach those.
walk towards those, easy enough. You kind of glance back and kind of go, are they coming? Then realize that she's wandering off again. So you kinda-
Artemis! Please! She moves after her.
Yep. So you kind of quickly turn and just slide over, just trying to keep an eye on her as you see Velinor just kind of like looking around and kind of slowly shift his spear in his grip. Looking around, just like, okay. This isn't creepy at all.
This is beyond creepy. It is very comfortable to say it's creepy.
Oh, good. I thought it was just me.
No, it is not just you. We are in a library that was magically summoned via someone saying something in Abyssal after pulling out a stave that is potentially used in a summoning of one of the lords.
Okay,
This
but
is
you're
beyond
assuming
creepy.
that there's summoning of the lords. What if it's just a key?
Is that not worse? That the key uses Abyssal to open up a library, a place of knowledge and magic?
You have
In
to
some circles?
understand that I don't know what the fuck you're saying when you say that. Sorry for my language. She's gonna kick my... He look like kind of shrinks in, like kind of takes a deep breath.
You-
Look, just
Does she not let you curse?
it's unintelligent. and I'm better than that. And I'm slipping back into old habits.
Fuck that, you can curse.
Yeah, my brother and I
She
used
continues
to
looking through
curse
her
all the
stuff.
time, but just
I'm
You
a
have a
certified genius, and I swear.
yeah. But you also won't knock me on my ass.
I
Anything?
don't think I could,
Uh,
and I wouldn't.
I'm sure you could trip me. I fall down the stairs real easy. Like,
Eleanor,
uh,
I'm not gonna punish you for speaking.
thanks. Just
And she's gonna start flipping through one of the books.
yeah. While you're doing that, he kind of turns back to Serenity. And goes, look, if you're looking at trying to figure out how to make a lock that most people won't be able to use, you're going to pick a language most people don't know how to speak, right? Like, if I as a druid wanted to make a lock that you couldn't use, I use druidic. You literally can't do anything with that. Granted, it's not fully a spoken language. Orcish. Make it an Orcish because you wouldn't be able to.
I understand what you're saying. Don't worry. You don't need to be specific.
I don't know. Look, this is really, it's a lot. I'm just trying to.
She'll put her hands on his shoulders. Deep breaths. In and up. Long fight.
Make an investigation check, Artemis.
Gonna make one as well. Once I'm done
You're
fucking...
comforting.
That's what I was about to say.
When
Once
you're
I'm done
yes.
comforting.
You can make it. It'll be for when you're done comforting. So, already roll that investigation.
Hold on a second, I have to get off advantage.
Gotcha. 27. Marvelous. So, looking around, you see various different tomes. Again, it looks like a good chunk of the books in the like here were destroyed by, again, whatever came through here. But there are still some books that you will kind of pick up and kind of do a quick perusal of. A lot of these books that you are finding in Elvish talk about magical woven ley lines and the border between planes is one of the first two books you find is magical ley lines and the border between planes. And you kind of look through a few more and you pull up another one that when you open it up, you kind of can see various pictures as you flip through that are of the demon lords. Granted, the information looks to be older, hundreds of years old at this point. But when you open it, it still has that kind of faint, newish smell and feel to it. The cover, though, says enemies to life, which implies that this wouldn't have been put to someone worshipping these entities. At least it shouldn't be, which does not add with what you saw in the room behind you, the room that you just left. There's a contradiction here. Though, with the elves living so long, it's possible that this was written well before whatever that was. It's curious. You get all that?
Yep, and she'll relay that.
Okay.
That's off, but as you said, with your lifespan, she kind of shrugs.
Looking at some of
Yes.
the other books, Serenity, you see that there's maybe like only one or two that are in Celestial that catch your eye. You pick one of them up, kind of do a quick perusal of it, and it talks about a place called the High Heavens. You're not able to get a huge amount more than that. Part of it looks to be slightly crumpled and not broken. Yes, there are some in Sylvan. We'll get to those. There are some in giant. We'll get to those. But the
I've question for this book. I'll let you finish and then I'll ask the question. Go ahead.
Got it. It does mention that it's on another plane, but it also mentions that there are places where the laws of existence look to be odd, like it's being looked at through another person's eyes, and that they're trying to find from the high heavens what is below at the greatest depth of that. But it's a lot of speculation of someone who is talking as though they looked up to it but were never able to get up there. They have never looked down themselves. Your question.
Really skimming through the book. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but does it have pictures?
Some, yeah.
Or does it talk about any kind of angels at all?
Mostly in passing. No named angels. Just they'll talk about angels like just the celestial entities. It does mention some of the different stations. One of them being the Deva, another being the Grand Empyrean, the Fleeting Pegasi, as well as the elusive unicorns.
Skimming through.
Yep.
And probably not. But do I see any descriptions that match the creature that I saw in the forest?
Which creature?
The one that came to talk to me when I was about to lose my shit.
Ah, yes, the one on the park bench.
Mm-hmm.
You see a visual artistry of it. Granted, it's not exactly right. It's almost like someone saw it and tried to draw it from memory, and it doesn't look right. It's like like the old English tapestry art is what it looks like. Really exaggerated.
I mean, she doesn't expect it to be like exact, so.
But part of the description and words of it look like they were also crumpled and destroyed. In Sylvan, you find a book that looks to be like pinned beneath a bookcase. But when you get Velinor or Serenity to kind of lift it so you can pull it out, it is undamaged, pristine. It has on each corner a different colored gem. One corner has a emerald, another corner has a ruby, another corner has a sapphire, and another corner has a I think it's called my brain just completely short-circuited there. Please, I apologize. A fire opal is what I was trying to say. And it in a kind of circular glyph, which is a very poetic form of Sylvan writing. It says, the various tales of the four seasons. Seems to be a poetry book about different events in the Feywild.
She's gonna look pretty charmed by it.
Of course.
And then deem it irrelevant and continue looking around for things.
Gotcha. And Serenity, you see a book. When you realize it's in giant, you're like, ooh! And then you realize it's in giant, and you kind of like take a step back, take a step closer. You walk up to it, and you kind of slowly lift it, and you look at this book that's about the size of from your hips to your shoulders. You're like, oh, this is like someone's pocketbook. This is like a notepad for some giant. Little notebook.
She picks up the book and there's like very audible grunting because it's not heavy, it's just awkward.
Yes.
Is there a table nearby?
Yeah. It's on its side, but with a little kick of it back onto its feet, you can slide it down on it.
She'll open it and skim through it.
Okay.
While she's skimming, she will point out there's a lot of knowledge about various different cultures. It almost seems like a collection rather than anything specific.
As you're saying that, Aurelius and Fidget, you guys step out. You do not see any of them. However, you do hear mumbling and like other sounds and whatnot. And when you kind of go towards the banister, you realize you're about two floors above them in this library. You can see Serenity like talking to Fidget off to the side, who is kind of still scouring the books.
You mean Artemis?
Velinor?
Artemis, I knew what I meant. Yeah, and Velinor is just kind of like picking up a book, turning it over, looking disappointed, setting it off to the side. He seems to be struggling to find a book that he likes. He's gently stacking. He's like, okay, I can still be polite.
Aurelius just kind of looks down from up top, and he looks at Fidget, and he goes to his journal, and he pulls out he rips out two pieces of paper, scrunches them up, and holds out his hand so that Fidget can grab one.
She happily takes one with a grin on her face.
I'll aim for Serenity.
Well, do I go Ari or do I do Velinor?
Which one would take it less offensive?
I'm just gonna... Are they close by each other?
They're 2 stories down, but
No, I'm saying Velinor and
those
Artie, are they close to one another?
Those are like 15 feet apart. Serenity's over on a table, which is about a little bit further away. Not much.
I'm aiming for Velinor.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna throw the...
Yep.
For fun, roll an unarmed strike.
Or I'm allowed to catch it.
or a strength check with proficiency. You're just kind of eating it.
Strength.
If you get a nat 1, you hit me instead of him.
Okay, strength check with proficiency or unarmed?
Like a weapon attack.
I'll just do unarmed.
So my proficiency is my initiative, yeah?
No.
Oh, wait,
no, honey.
No, we have a 3 right now.
Alright, yeah.
So strength with
I
proficiency.
wanted to make sure.
So roll a weapon attack.
Alright, weapon attack. Unarmed strike.
Yes, that'll do.
I don't want to do any damage.
Obviously not. It's a piece of paper. See you.
Nat 20, dude.
So, Aurelius, you...
What hit me in the eye?
No, you don't hit you in the eye. It lands like right on top of her head, and it kind of bounces and just stays there. Right on top of her head. So you look up and look around, like, then you feel the thing, and you're like, what the fuck? Pull it off. Look at it, and you're like...
Does it just say hi?
No, we didn't write anything.
He just
threw it.
Then you look up and you can see the 2 of them.
What does mine do? I didn't roll too good.
It lands like near Velinor, who like after a couple seconds like pauses, looks over to it, walks over, picks it up, uncrumples it back up, then looks up like, wait, what? His little
he kind of does a finger wave at him.
Aurelius has drawn a penis on his.
Of course he did.
She looks down. She looks down at the paper, looks up at Aurelius, raises her eyebrow. If you're going to give me that, you need to come down here rather than send it through a piece of paper.
Yeah, well, this is more fun, he says as he goes.
Did Aurelius just invent sexting?
However,
you left me on red.
As you're looking, Serenity, you're joking and whatnot. You kind of like stare and then you pause and your face kind of goes, oh no, as you start looking past him. And as you're getting ready to be like, hey, let's go downstairs and meet up with the others, you feel something weigh on your right shoulder and slide forward slowly as you can see what appears to be a stone blade slide down your shoulder. And you hear a voice say, "What business do you have in the study?" And that is where we will end the session.
I fucking knew it. God damn it.
Oh yeah, it was only a matter of time.
Damn it.
I had to end it with that.
Literally sexted in the library.
Sexting in the library,
Not
you got
very
caught by a
paladin
librarian.
behavior.
And you got caught by the librarian, and you're just like, hello, what are you doing here?
How very sanctimonious, Aurelius. Shame on you.
Oh, come on. So,
Yeah, this was fun.
this was fun.
This is what happens when you send an unsolicited dick pic, Aurelius. Come on.
Listen, I felt so smart in this episode.
Yeah. You all did honestly so good. I actually got a message saying that you guys were like superheroes. Oop,
Wait,
that's
for real?
Yeah.
Was it Kira's?
Yes. They were like, you guys are like superheroes.
That sounded like
You were so smart and you knew what you were doing, and you were. You guys were doing all kinds of cool stuff.
I'm happy I had the idea about the phosphorus.
I was like,
That
I
made me
have to
feel
let
very
you,
smart.
I have to let you do that.
That
Well,
was
at
so
least
Shit,
once.
bro. I didn't do shit, bro. I stood and I tanked. I didn't even tank! I took 9 points of damage total!
Honestly, you did what you needed to do, and that was what you needed to do. Also, you were able to voice a different opinion, a different side of opinions that were not necessarily needed in the grand scheme, but for the character, 100% necessary to let yourself go, okay, but what do I and Evictus know? What thoughts do we have on this? And I love that. It was great.
Serenity thoughts are always necessary because she is the voice of reason.
Yeah. Until she's not, in which case it's fun.
Then Aurelius.
Listen, as long as there aren't animals involved, she is the voice of reason.
You know, that's fair.
Aurelius, I feel like I was able to show off where he's going and where he was in one kind of section, which was that hallway scene. So I was able to show off, okay, he's definitely been training with Elizabeth, but he also still recalls his own training. So his fighting
I think
style's
it's
kind of
crit.
like... Sorry?
Wait, did he crit? I don't know.
I
The fact
crit- I
that you
crit
fucking
twice
did-
today.
Oh god, you did. You crit once in combat, and then crit again to meme lord me.
Alright, well, this was fun.
Yes.
But I
Your head is
need to
soup.
go to bed.
Understand.
My
Brain
head
is
is soup.
bugging.
My cold medicine is kicking in really hard.
Don't worry.
Last 20 minutes.
Don't
I'm
worry.
so tired.
We're hitting up the outro. So,
Time to snooze.
thank you everyone so much for participating and just being here with us. We appreciate you just watching this. If you are watching this on YouTube, we do stream these. We try to stream them every Monday on twitch.tv/WhatTeamComp. For those on Twitch, we have these on my YouTube channel at Uncommon Guru. There are links to all of these fine content creators, except Paris. Paris' content is here. You will only find her content here. Currently. We'll see what she does in the future. I have faith in you. But that being said, we do try to keep a weekly schedule. Sometimes things get away from us because it is, December, it's getting colder and all that jazz. But
Yeah, it is December and it is getting colder. Speaking of, next month will be
yes.
very special for everyone involved, I reckon.
Yes, it is going to be a
Good
month
night.
of cool stuff. Good
Night,
night.
Kendall.
No,
And to everyone watching, we will have some special stuff for the month of December, but that'll be in the coming week. So until next time, we have been WhatTeamComp, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.